Stop. Put that teacup down right now. Because the way you've been drinking tea could be slowly destroying your body from the inside out. I know that sounds dramatic. I wish it wasn't true. But after 20 years inside hospitals and clinics, watching patient after patient walk in with mysterious symptoms, crushing fatigue, stomach ulcers, racing hearts, even early-stage cancers, one hidden culprit keeps showing up again and again. Tea. Not the tea itself. Tea is one of the most studied, most celebrated drinks in human history. Emperors drank it. Monks meditated with it. Modern science has linked it to longer life, sharper memory, and lower heart disease. But here's what nobody is telling you. It's not what you drink, it's how you drink it. And one of the world's leading doctors has just issued an urgent public warning because millions of people, maybe even you, are making 5 everyday tea mistakes that are quietly poisoning their bodies. Mistakes most doctors never mention. Mistakes your grandmother probably taught you. Mistakes you are making today. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which habits to throw out forever, and the one single tea mistake at number 1 that the World Health Organization itself has flagged as a probable cause of cancer. Yes, you read that right? Cancer. But before we get there, I want you to do something. Look at your cup. Really look at it. Is the tea steaming hot? Did you brew it 10 minutes ago and then walk away? Did you just finish a meal? Are you drinking it with milk and 3 spoons of sugar? Did you reboil the water? Is the tea bag still floating inside, getting darker by the second? If you said yes to even one of those, I have bad news for you. You're in the danger zone. And don't think this only applies to one type of tea. Green tea, black tea, chai, masala, Earl Grey, matcha. It does not matter the brand. It does not matter the country. It does not matter how expensive your tea was. The mistakes are universal. The damage is silent. And the symptoms show up years later. Let me tell you about Maria. Maria was 42, a school teacher, a mother of 2. She walked into my clinic complaining of extreme fatigue, hair falling out in clumps, fingernails turning brittle, and a strange burning in her chest every single morning. She'd already been to 3 other doctors. They all said the same thing. You're stressed. Get more sleep. Take a multivitamin. Nobody asked her about her tea. Maria drank 6 cups a day. Strong. Boiling hot. Right after every meal. With biscuits. She thought she was being healthy. She thought she was doing everything right. Her iron levels were so low, her body was literally eating itself from the inside. I'll come back to Maria later in this video, because her story has a twist that will change the way you look at your morning routine forever. Now listen carefully. I'm going to walk you through the 5 most dangerous tea drinking mistakes, counted down from number 5 to the absolutely terrifying number 1. Each one is backed by real science, real studies, real patients, and each one comes with the exact fix you can start using tonight. Number 5 will surprise you. Number 3 will shock you. But number one is the reason this warning exists in the first place. The reason the World Health Organization issued an official statement. The reason your tea, at the wrong temperature, has been placed in the same category as some toxic chemicals. Are you sitting down? Good. Let's begin the countdown. Let's start at number 5. Number 5, drinking tea right after a meal. This one is so common, so normal, so culturally accepted that almost nobody questions it. You finish dinner. You pour yourself a cup. You sip. You feel relaxed. You feel like you're helping your digestion. You're not. You're actually starving your own blood. Here's the science, in the simplest words possible. Tea contains powerful compounds called tannins. Tannins are what give tea that slightly bitter, mouth-puckering taste. And tannins have a special talent. They grab onto iron, especially the iron from plant foods like beans, lentils, spinach, and whole grains, and they drag it out of your body. Untouched, unabsorbed, wasted. Studies in leading nutrition journals have shown that drinking tea with or right after a meal can cut your iron absorption by up to 60, 70, even 90%. Think about that. You can be eating the healthiest food on earth, iron-rich, nutrient-packed, and 1 cup of tea can flush most of it straight out of your system. Now, do you remember Maria from the beginning of this video? 6 cups of strong tea, always right after meals, always with food. She had no idea she was doing anything wrong. Her doctors missed it. Her family missed it. But her blood didn't miss it. Maria was diagnosed with severe iron deficiency anemia. Her ferritin levels, the body's iron storage, were almost at 0. Her hair was falling out because hair needs iron. Her nails were cracking because nails need iron. Her heart was racing because her body was trying to deliver oxygen with not enough red blood cells. All because of when she drank her tea. So what's the fix? Simple, painless, free. Wait at least 45 minutes, ideally 1 full hour, between your meal and your tea. That's it. That single change protects your iron. Maria did it. Within 4 months, her ferritin levels tripled. Her hair grew back. Her fatigue disappeared. One small change. One huge result. But mistake number 4 is even sneakier. Number 4, drinking tea on a completely empty stomach in the morning. I see you. The person who wakes up, stumbles to the kitchen, and pours that first hot cup before food even crosses your mind. You've been doing it for years. Your parents did it. Their parents did it. But here's what's happening inside your body while you sip that morning cup. Your stomach, after 8 hours of sleep, is already producing acid. That acid is waiting for food. When you pour strong, hot tea into an empty stomach, 2 things happen at the same time. The caffeine tells your stomach to release even more acid, and the tannins start irritating the protective lining of your stomach wall. The result? Acid reflux, burning, nausea, bloating, and over time, gastritis, even ulcers. I had a patient, a man named David, 38, an accountant, who came in convinced he was having heart problems. Chest burning every morning, sometimes so bad he thought he was dying. We ran tests. His heart was perfect. His stomach lining looked like raw meat. His habit? 3 strong black teas every morning before a single bite of food. The fix? Even simpler than the last one. Eat something, anything, before that first cup. A few almonds, a piece of fruit, a small slice of toast. Just give your stomach a buffer. Then enjoy your tea. David did it. The burning was gone in 2 weeks. So that's number 5 and number 4. Painful, common, easily fixed. But here's where things get serious. Because mistake number 3 involves something most of you do every single day without thinking. Something you believe is making your tea healthier. It isn't. It's actually destroying every health benefit your tea ever had. And mistake number 2? It's the one that lands people in the emergency room. Number 3, adding milk and sugar to your tea. I know. This one is going to hurt. Because for many of you, tea without milk and sugar isn't even tea. It's a tradition. It's a memory. It's how your mother made it. It's how your father drank it. It's morning. It's evening. It's home. And I'm not telling you to give it up forever, but I am telling you what science has discovered and what almost no one in your kitchen knows. The biggest health benefits of tea, the reason scientists call it a superfood, come from compounds called catechins and polyphenols. These are powerful antioxidants. They protect your heart. They fight inflammation. They guard your brain against memory loss. They've been linked in dozens of studies to reduced risk of cancer, diabetes, and stroke. But here's the catch. A landmark study published in the European Heart Journal showed that when you add milk to tea, the proteins in the milk, specifically casein, bind tightly to those catechins. They lock them up. They make them useless. Your body cannot absorb them. They pass right through you. So that healthy cup of milk tea you've been drinking for 30 years is giving you almost 0 of the protective benefits you thought you were getting. Now add sugar, 2 spoons, 3 spoons, sometimes more. Each cup is now spiking your blood sugar, triggering insulin, feeding inflammation, and over the years, slowly pushing your body toward type 2 diabetes, fatty liver disease, and weight gain that just won't come off. The numbers are staggering. The World Health Organization estimates that excessive added sugar in daily drinks contributes to over 2 million premature deaths every single year worldwide. 2 million. I had a patient, Ahmed, 55, a shopkeeper, who drank 8 cups of milk tea a day. Heavy sugar? Always. He came in for a routine checkup. His HbA1c, the long-term sugar marker, was through the roof. Prediabetes. He had no idea. Within 2 years on the same routine, he was on insulin. The fix? You don't have to quit, but cut the sugar in half, then in half again, and drink your strongest, most antioxidant-rich cups, green tea, plain black tea, without milk at least once a day. That's where the real benefit lives. Now take a deep breath, because mistake number 2 is the one that puts people in the hospital. Number 2, drinking tea with your medications. Look at your morning routine. You wake up, you take your pills. Blood pressure medicine, thyroid medicine, maybe a blood thinner, maybe an iron supplement, maybe an antidepressant. And what do you wash them down with? Tea. Stop. That cup of tea is doing something to your medication that almost no one tells you about. Tannins, caffeine, and certain plant compounds in tea can completely change how your body absorbs your drugs. Take thyroid medication. Studies show drinking tea within an hour of taking levothyroxine can cut its absorption by up to 50%. Your body still thinks it's getting the medicine. It isn't. Take blood thinners like warfarin. Green tea contains vitamin K, which can directly interfere with the medication, pushing patients toward dangerous clots or unstoppable bleeding when the balance shifts. Take iron supplements. Same tannin problem as your meal. The pill goes in. The iron never makes it to your blood. I treated a woman last year, Sarah, 62, who had been hospitalized twice for unexplained heart rhythm problems. Her thyroid hormone levels were chaotic. Doctors kept adjusting her dose. Nothing worked, until I asked her one question. When do you take your tea? Right after her thyroid pill. Every single morning, for 15 years. The fix? Take your medications with plain water, then wait at least 1 full hour before any tea. That one rule has saved patients from cardiac events, strokes, and life-threatening drug interactions. So now you know mistakes 5, 4, 3, and 2. But mistake number 1 is on a completely different level. This is the one the World Health Organization has officially classified. This is the one that has been linked to one of the deadliest cancers in the world. And it has nothing to do with what is in your tea, and everything to do with how hot it is when it touches your lips. Take a deep breath. What I'm about to tell you isn't an opinion. It isn't a theory. It isn't a some doctors believe. It is official. It is scientific. And it is terrifying. Number 1, drinking your tea too hot. That's it. That simple. That common. That deadly. In 2016, the International Agency for Research on Cancer, the cancer research arm of the World Health Organization, issued a global classification. After reviewing more than 1,000 studies, hundreds of researchers, and decades of evidence from countries all over the world, they reached a verdict. Drinking any beverage above 65 degrees Celsius, about 149 degrees Fahrenheit, is probably carcinogenic to humans. Group 2A. The same category as red meat. The same category as some industrial chemicals. The same category we treat with serious caution every single day in medicine. And the cancer it has been most strongly linked to is one of the deadliest cancers a human being can get. Esophageal cancer. Why is it so deadly? Because by the time it's diagnosed, the survival rate is brutally low. Most patients don't realize anything is wrong until it's too late. Some studies show 5-year survival rates as low as 20%. Some lower. Now here's the science. Why does temperature matter so much? Your esophagus, the tube that carries food and drink from your mouth to your stomach, is lined with delicate, soft tissue. It's not built for fire. When you swallow tea that's too hot, that lining gets scalded. Just like skin. Tiny burns, tiny injuries, microscopic damage. You don't feel it. You don't see it. You go on with your day, but your body has to repair that damage over and over and over, day after day, year after year, decade after decade. And every time cells are forced to repair and divide rapidly, the risk of one of those divisions going wrong, turning into a mutation, goes up, and up, and up. That is how chronic injury becomes cancer. Studies in Iran, in China, in parts of South America, countries where people traditionally drink very hot tea. These studies show esophageal cancer rates double, sometimes triple, compared to populations who drink cooler beverages. One major study published in the BMJ in 2019 found that drinking tea hotter than 60 degrees Celsius in amounts of just over 1 liter per day raised esophageal cancer risk by 90%. 90%. Now let me bring you back to Maria. Remember her? The teacher, the mother of 2, the anemia. After we fixed her iron, she felt better. Her energy returned. Her hair grew back. Her smile came back. But 6 months later, she came to me with a new complaint. A strange feeling when she swallowed, like something was catching in her throat, just for a second, then gone. We sent her for an endoscopy. The camera went down her throat, and there on the screen we all saw it. Early changes in the lining of her esophagus. Precancerous. Not cancer yet, but heading straight there. Her tea, she drank it boiling hot, every single cup, for 25 years. We caught it just in time. If she had waited another year or 2, we would be having a very different conversation right now. Maria might not be here. That is the twist I promised you at the beginning of this video. That is why this warning exists. That is why I made this video. Now the fix. Listen carefully. This is the easiest, cheapest, most powerful change in this entire video. Let your tea cool for 4 to 5 minutes after brewing, before the first sip. That's it. If it doesn't burn your tongue when you sip slowly, it won't burn your esophagus. The general rule? If you can hold the side of the cup gently against your cheek for a few seconds without flinching, it's safe to drink. 4 minutes of patience. To protect your life. That's the deal your body is asking you to make. You've been drinking tea your whole life. And until today, you had no idea. No idea that the cup you poured this morning could be burning your esophagus from the inside. No idea that your after-meal tea was stealing iron from your blood. No idea that the milk you added was canceling out every single benefit you thought you were getting. You didn't know. Most people don't, but now you do. And that changes everything. Because from this moment forward, every cup you drink is a choice. A conscious choice. A choice between a habit you inherited and a habit that could cost you your life. I think about Maria often. A mother, a teacher, a woman who did everything she thought was right. 6 cups a day. Strong. Hot. Right after every meal. She wasn't being reckless. She was being normal, and normal almost killed her. Don't be normal. I've spent 20 years watching people sit across from me in that clinic chair, frightened, confused, asking why this happened to them. And almost every single time, the answer wasn't a virus. It wasn't bad luck. It wasn't genetics. It was a habit. A quiet, daily, invisible habit. Tea too hot. Taken too soon. Taken with the wrong things. At the wrong time. For too many years. The body keeps a record of everything you do to it. Everything. And it doesn't send you a warning letter. It doesn't call you. It doesn't give you a flashing red light. It waits. It absorbs the damage. It repairs. It repairs again. And again. Until one day, it can't. That day comes without permission. That day doesn't ask if you're ready. So I'm asking you, right now, today, to make 4 simple changes. Wait 1 hour after your meal before that cup. Eat something small before your morning tea. Take your medications with water, not tea. And let your cup cool. 4 to 5 minutes. Every single time. 4 changes. No cost. No prescription. No hospital visit required. I thought I had time to tell more people sooner. I was wrong. Because every day I wait, somewhere in the world, someone is sitting down with a boiling hot cup right after dinner, right after their medication, with 3 spoons of sugar and a splash of milk. And they think they're doing something good for themselves. They are not. You are not made to be broken slowly by something you love. You deserve to know the truth. You deserve to protect yourself. So the next time someone pours you a cup and hands it to you steaming hot, still dark with a tea bag soaking inside, right after a meal, you pause. You wait. You remember this. Because later never came for too many of my patients. Don't let it be you. If this changed the way you see your daily routine, share it with someone you love. Not for views. Not for numbers. Because somewhere out there, someone who matters to you is making these same mistakes right now. And they don't even know it.